Hey everyone, this is Jeremy from myconsultanttraining.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to get your own custom email address to forward to your Gmail so you can manage email coming in and being sent from your custom domain. So this is really part 2 of the getting your own web address. I have that blog post shown up here right now, so if you haven't done this yet, do this part first. So you set up your custom domain, and then after that you can get your email address set up with that domain from this video. So what we're going to do here, if you log into your domain.com account where you would have set up your domain name, you can go down here to email and mail central. So when you register a domain with domain.com, they give you one free mailbox that has 500 megabytes of space. But you can also set up forwards, which don't go to your mailbox but just go to somewhere else. So to work around the space limitation, we're going to set up a mailbox. And this will just be used, we just need this to get the username and password so we can send mail from Gmail, but then we'll set up a forward for the email address you really want to use to send that mail to Gmail. So first we're gonna do a new mailbox, do standard email, and just pick a name. This won't be a name you want to use, just a placeholder to get a username and password. So type something in here and then create a password, hit create, and then you'll see that's been created. This shows up here. So then what we're going to do for the email address you really want to use is hit new mailbox again and hit forward, and then type in the email address you want here. I'm just going to call it forward, and then the place you want to send it to. So this would be your Gmail account. So I'll put my Gmail account here and hit create. Alright, so now you see they both show up there, and so now that's really all the setup on the domain.com side. So now we'll go over to Gmail and set that up so you can start sending messages from Gmail using that email address. So to do that, you come over to the settings, click settings, and then under accounts and import, under this send mail as section, you're going to hit add another email address and type, this is the name people will see when you send a message as who it's coming from. So type your name or whatever you want it to say there. In here, type the email address that you just created and are planning to use, and then leave this treat as alias selected. Go to next step. So here, this is the server information, so you can send mail as that address. So here you're going to type SMTP, and then this will be dot whatever your domain is, and then the username is the username you set up for the mailbox, that initial one. So it's actually that email address. So in our case, it is set up at Becky's book.club, and then the password is the password you set up for that mailbox also. Leave that one selected and hit add account. So now Gmail is going to send you an email to that new address to make sure you really own that domain and can send email from it. So if you go to your Gmail inbox, we're already forwarding the messages to your Gmail inbox. So if you go to your Gmail inbox, you'll see the confirmation email there. Get this confirmation code, copy that, go back to this other window, type it in there and hit verify. and then you will be all set. So now you can see if you go to compose a new message. So I'll send another email to one of my other email addresses. So on this from line, you'll now have a selection for which which address you want to use. So you can see the new one here. So now I can send mail through Gmail as showing up from coming from my custom domain. So we'll just fire that off real quick so you can see that going. So the only other thing that you might want to do is create a label to be able to segregate emails that are coming into your new email address from your other Gmail email. And the way you can do that is through labels. So to create a new label, we'll go down here to more labels, create new label, and you enter a name for the label. So I'm going to call it the same thing as our new email address. Click create, and then we'll set up a filter so that any messages to this email address get applied that label. So to set up the filter, click this little arrow up by the search bar. In the search, click to and type in that new email address, and then hit create filter with this search. And then what we want to do is apply the label and then choose that new label we just created. And then you can also hit this here. This will apply the filter to email that you already have, and we just have the one confirmation email from Gmail. So hit create filter. So now you'll see that the label shows up here when you're looking at your main inbox. And then if you wanted to just see the emails that have all gone to your new email address, your label shows up in the left here. So you can click the label, and then this will just be your email to that specific email address. So it just makes it a little bit easier to manage your email since it's all coming into the same inbox. I think that's it. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Thanks for checking out the video.